In this video, we're going to go through some simple deductive proofs, but as you'll find, they're not always as simple as they look. In order to get full marks in an exam, you must follow the following way of doing it. When you're doing a deductive proof, what you're actually doing is proving that the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side. So you need to do it in this particular way. So draw yourself a line. Put left-hand side, right-hand side. And it doesn't matter whether you prove that the left-hand side is the same as the right-hand side or the right-hand side is the same as the left-hand side. In the first one, I'm going to prove that the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side. So write down the right-hand side and the left-hand side. Right, in order to prove, I first need both over the same denominator, so 3/4 is the same as 9/12 minus 1/12. Well, 9/12 minus 1/12 is 8/12. And if we simplify that, 8/12, 4 will go into both, is 2/3. You must write this final step down. So therefore, left-hand side equals right-hand side, QED. QED just means that you've proved it. You could put therefore proved if you wish. So in question 2, x plus 3 all squared minus 5 is equivalent to, so this new symbol, 3 lines, is very similar to the equal sign, but what this means is that for every value of x, the left-hand side is equivalent to the right-hand side. So if I put the value x equals 1, the left-hand side would equal the right-hand side. If I put 1,000,000, the left-hand side would equal the right-hand side. So again, put your line, left-hand side, right-hand side, x squared plus 6x plus 4, x plus 3 all squared minus 5. So again, I'm going to prove that the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side. So if I expand that, I get x squared plus 6x plus 9 minus the 5. So plus 9 minus 5. So I get x squared plus 6x plus 4. Don't forget the last part. Left-hand side equals right-hand side. Therefore, proved this time. Question 3. Prove that 1 over n is equivalent to 1 over n plus 1 plus 1 over n squared plus n. Again, first do your line. So left-hand side, right-hand side. So 1 over n plus 1 plus 1 over n squared plus n. This time I'm going to prove that the right-hand side is equal to the left-hand side. So I need a common denominator. So the first thing I'm going to do is factorize the second fraction. So I've still got 1 over n plus 1 plus 1 over n plus 1. Now I need the common denominator, if I multiply the first fraction by n over n, I get n over n times 1 over n plus 1. N over n is just like multiplying by 1 plus 1 over n plus 1. I will get n over n plus 1 plus 1 over n plus 1. If I now bring them together, so therefore I've got n plus 1 over n plus 1. Well, the n plus 1's cancel, so what I'm left with is 1 over n. So now don't forget your last line. Left hand side equals right hand side. Therefore, QE